Hi, welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I am Debbie. So now what we're going to be doing is we're reading for January 30th, 31st, February 1st, 2nd. That is Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I'll use my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and I will use my, what is this? I do not even know. Oh my goodness. I will use my Angel Tarot cards. Then I will go ahead and pull one from my Inspirational Wisdom. That's from Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. And then my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to let it flow, and hopefully I do know that it will reach whoever it needs to reach, the message. Now, this will be the same introduction. I am making this nice, short, and sweet. Your video will follow. But also, too, I did do an overview. It is posted. Please take a look at it. And as always, remember to share, click on the bell, subscribe, do all the stuff that's really, really helpful to keep me on air. Okay, here is your video. Hello, my Leos, and how are you? So as I'm preparing, I'm thinking about you, and I'm shuffling all my cards, thinking about Leo, and I get these cards that start flipping and flopping all around, like the High Priestess. I get these what I'm gathering is a lot of spiritual energy around you for this week, this January 30th through the 2nd, which kind of makes sense because your full moon is coming up. But it's a lot of prophetic energy, so I would suggest, even though I'm not really good at doing this myself, we got this 4 of Ariel, oops, and a 10 of Ariel, but let's see, 4 of Ariel coming. I would suggest that you write them down, okay? And again, I'm not good at that, so we're not going to say necessarily that. Is it 1 or 2? Okay, here we go. Write them down. Write down what it is that you're picking up and take a look at it. Keep it for a while, okay? Anyway, let's see what else we might have. Okay, so interesting with this one now. So I was getting all this spiritual energy for you, and now I have this other type of energy going on. I have a lot of earth energy. I have a lot of fire energy. Air energy, and I also have a little bit of water energy. So the earth energy in itself is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. And if you watched the overview video, I normally tag it to the front, but I didn't do it this time around. I posted it totally separately. There is a lot of things going on with Capricorn and Taurus. And if you've been watching me, I'm almost harping on how much energy there is, or how much there's going on. Now, and I do apologize for the glitches. Don't know why it's happening, but I know that if I started to, or if I tried to fix them, we would not be getting the readings out today. Anyway, so we have the earth energy. We also have air energy. The underlying energy to the king is our air, and the overlying energy to the queen is also air. And that's Aquarius, that is Gemini, and that is also Libra. Thought processes, thinking things through, making plans, hearing some messages. So there is this, there is this elevated type of energy, elevated type of thought processes happening. It's not totally your gut. It's not totally your emotional energy either. But the underlying energy to the queen is water, and that is your Cancer, your Pisces, and your Scorpio. Pisces has Neptune and Venus going in it right now. So that has a very romantic, deep, mysterious type of energy. So let's go on and see what we have all together. Now, if I remember correctly, in the overview, what's going on in the world, the King of Pentacles was there. So it's an interesting, so we do have a connection with what's going on in the world right now with your reading and with the reading that I already did. Now, we have a 4 of Ariel. 4 of Ariel. Now, Also, too, when I talk about earth energy, it's energy in itself. So it could be your work, your job, your career. It could be all of those things. It could be very tangible energy. But it's also what you're giving, okay? It's your energy that you give. I do Reiki. I am a Reiki master. I pray over people. I connect with higher power over people. And many times over, it needs to be a connection. Well, it needs to be a connection. I look at Reiki as, somebody comes in and their battery needs recharging. God's source is the electricity, and I am the cord to help that. But it's a reciprocal, it's reciprocity, it's an up and down type of energy. And many times we have to get rid of the negative energy or the energy that's hindering us. It's kind of like, and I tell this to people, it's like, you come in for an oil change. We've got to pull the old oil out in order to be refreshed with the new oil, okay? Now the oil energy too. Oil has a very strong reference though, and I know I'm making a little leap, but this just came into my brain, so I have to say it. Oil does have a reference to Holy Spirit type of energy. So there's all this reciprocity. There's this reciprocity, giving, taking, giving. And this is about that exchange. So, it's not, you want to make sure that you're not just giving everything or that you're not just taking. You need to make sure that there is, like I said, reciprocity. There is a balance between the two. So when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now, sometimes when I see the Four of Pentacles, I do say to you, you might want to make sure that you're checking your bank balance, but this could also be checking your energy balance too. So now we come to the King of Ariel. And again, this is in the overview, the what's going on in the world reading. The King of Ariel is like your subject matter expert. Everything he touches. In fact, I think, is this the one that says it? No. Everything he touches turns to gold. Everything he does comes out ahead. He brings things, he brings business, he brings life, he brings finances to a higher level, okay? And that's what that's the King of Ariel, but he also knows what he's doing. He's also, he's very, very smart. He's, because that part of that's the King of Swords, the underlying air energy, but he also, like I said, he knows how to turn his intelligence. He knows how to use his intelligence for it says success success here. It's for something that will bring a better return, okay? So he also is very powerful in the world. Even though there is the King of Swords, all the other kings, they have this strong power, but he's strong in that money, in that exchange energy. He's strong in there. So something about this, watch the exchanges. Watch that you're not giving too much or taking too much. Watch that there's a balance there, okay? But at the same time, there is this, this King of Ariel that's just kind of feeding into some of this Four of Ariel energy here. So here we go. Successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely. So I would say here, whatever you're doing with this, these two, I would say all of them are linked in some ways, but I feel these two are the link. Whatever you're putting into something. So this one could be like if you have a job or you're going to school, it's kind of like the more energy, the more time you put into something, the better the results will be. At the same time, you want to make sure that you're not putting in so much to one that you're forgetting about others, okay? But the King of Ariel, subject matter expert, very, very, very versatile, Midas touch type of energy here. Then we come to this Queen of Michael. So we have the royal couple, a royal couple here. Michael is your air energy. It is your thoughts, your thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans, hearing about some news also. It is Aquarius, it is Gemini, and Libra energy. And so we have a lot of the Capricorn and Taurus energy going on, a lot of the Aquarius and Gemini energy going on right now too. And remember, Uranus is in Taurus, and that has gone direct. So you may see a reversal of a situation that will come out, come out better than you even thought. So the Queen of Michael tells you just kind of to think about things. Don't be overly emotional. Don't be overly passionate. Think things through a little bit. This is a very decisive energy here. This Queen of Michael, she's very decisive. She knows what needs to be done. So while we have, this money, job, exchange energy, things growing, your little pile of gold growing into something a little bit bigger, the Queen of Michael wants you to be a little bit, she wants you to be a little bit cautious. She doesn't want you to just like say, okay, I've got all this going on. Now I can go buy that, I don't know what it is you would want to buy. I could buy that castle. She wants you to be a little bit cautious, but she also wants you to know that you can trust what you're thinking about and what you're thinking about doing, okay? And she's an interesting character. I don't really feel like she is part of this finance or this energy part, but I think that you need her to keep you grounded, and I think you need her to keep you from going, oh, look at all of this. Maybe you got your tax, maybe you did get a tax refund, or maybe you got some money coming in, and you're like, oh, I think we can go spend this now. And the Queen of Michael kind of reminds you, okay, why don't you pay off some of your debts? Why don't you put a little bit aside for you? Maybe to have a little bit of fun, but why don't we take care of business too? Okay? Interesting. The Queen of Michael is brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, but she's also humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. I feel like like I said, this is kind of like, look at this, look, hey, the check came in, or this is what we were working for. And then the Queen of Michael, while you're all, the Leo part of you wants to go and spend it all, the Queen of Michael says, take care of business first. And if you take care of business first, there will be more of this. Okay? Does that make sense to somebody out there? Okay, let's see. Guardian angels, what else would you have to say for my Leos? Yeah, again, I keep getting that. Yeah, take care of business first. Okay, here we go. Sometimes the Queen of Michael can be a buzzkill, but she means well, and if we listen to her, we do come out better. Okay, next card is the Ace of Thought. So we have the 1, new beginnings. So we have a 4-1-1-4. Thought is Michael. Thought is swords energy. So the Ace of Thought is about this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. So there's, whatever this is all about, this stimulates your thoughts. This stimulates your direction. This kind of puts you on a new track also. So interesting. That's an interesting mix. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? What do the angels and fairies have to say for our Leos? What do they have to say? What do they have to say? Like I said, I was getting a lot of very spiritual and prophetic. I mean, I was thinking of you, and then all these very spiritual. Now that part is all the spiritual, the connecting, and this part is all the, so that would be more your metaphysical, what I was getting. This becomes more your physical. This becomes more of your reality, what you're living, okay? So let's see. What do we have here for my Leos? Here we are. Autumn angel. Okay. Imagine feeling at peace in a garden full of flowering plants. My Leos, do you ever really feel at peace? Okay. Let's see. Crystal or crystal or energy for my Leos. What do we have here? Crystal or energy for my Leos. Yeah, so we have a 4114. New thoughts, new ways. And I do feel that, yeah, this is really strong to me. This has that money change. Take care of business. New thoughts. There's a peaceful energy here. Let me know. I'm trying to make sense of it myself, so you let me know who this message is for. And again, sorry about the glitching. Here we are. For my Leos, Rhodochrosite. It's all about service, contentment, healing emotional wounds. It's also a renewal of passion. Well, when things happen, when money starts coming in and things are starting to balance out a little bit more, that can renew your passion. Okay, so my Leos, please take a moment. Please do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. You help me stay on air by doing that, so thank you. As always, though, my Leos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.